Okay, my name's Simon Watson and I'm one of the volunteer pedallers for Cycling Without Age. I was one of the original volunteers back in 2018-19 and it's been great. It's been great fun to do it and yeah, I love it. And I think actually, unless you start doing stuff like this, you can't really expect it to be there when you retire. You know, I think the fact is, you know, unless things like Cycling Without Age get footing in the city, you know, when I get a little older, a little frailer, I can't then expect stuff like this to happen if I don't try and do it myself. The whole joy of it is the relationship between the peddler and the passengers. It's so much fun. And you get a load out of it and you get a bit of an insight into how other people live their lives, and you maybe get an appreciation of, you know, positivity in the face of some difficult circumstances sometimes. So the first ride we ever did, there was me and another guy. We were the first people to take Trixie out, and we went to one of the large old people's homes, and we were told there might be 2 people who want to do it. You know, it's a bit of a, okay, let's suck it and see, you know. I think we ended up with about 50 people that day, and you really thought, yeah, this is something that works. I think the individual moment was, there's a lady who I took out quite regularly, and she was passionate about Johnny Mathis. Okay, fair enough. And so we were cycling around one of the sort of outlying villages, and she was with her carer, who knew her quite well, and she just shouted, "I need a bit of Johnny Mathis." So her carer had a smartphone, and we found some sort of, I can't remember which one it was. I said, I'm not peddling you if it's when a child is born, right? I'm not doing that. But we found something else, and we ended up cycling around and around with Johnny Mathis blaring out, and the 2 people on the front singing their heads off. But yeah, I've never had anybody who did it who then didn't want to do it again. Not ever. They usually want their photograph taken. They usually want to send it to their relatives and to say, look what I did today, you know, and that's great. You know, I think actually if you've added a new experience into somebody's life, fantastic. And if it meant they were being a bit braver, fantastic. I think we need to do more of it. I don't know if I talked to somebody else about Cycling Without Age, and I said, you know, what's interesting is you know, people take photographs of us, you know, when we sometimes cycle in the town. When we did it, there were people saying, can I take photographs? And you know, the elderly people on the bike usually are very happy with that. You know, they're like being part of this sort of performance, if you like. I'd like to get to a point where it wasn't that, actually. I would hope that by the time I'm in my 80s, then actually we as a community see elderly people doing interesting things, and it's not a spectacle, it's just what we do. And I just hope we get somewhere near that as we sort of progress, because you know, we know that our population is getting older, and you know, people are working longer. And actually I think if we get to a point where I'm cycling through town as, you know, as a passenger on Trixie, and there's Trixie 2 and Trixie 3 and Trixie 4, and that's just seen as normal. That's the thing that communities do. Why would you not want to do that? I think that would be a sign of progress, and I hope we get there.